Can you believe the mystery? Heavens. Could be beneath the blackness. Well, I mean, it's just the same model, if I'm honest. It's exactly the same model. But now the lips move. But for the sake of suspense, let's... Oh, there's a mystery to it. But how is everyone in the chat? Hope you're well. Hope you're merry and happy and joyous on this. Is it Thursday? God, what a concept. Hello, room. As ever, an honour and a pleasure to have you here with us in the realm of the Twitch-ness. Oh, but I've been getting this ready. Like, it's... To clarify, it's not that much of a surprise what this model looks like. If you have in any way memorised what the other one looks like, you're basically on the same page. But I've been going to far more effort than I logically should have been going to. Maybe that can kind of be the joke in itself, I don't know. But, no, yes. Gracious, I had to learn how to do blendery things for this. Well, what you're about to watch, that is. This software I'm using is a program called Honk. Yes, no, it's really called Honk. And, like a tier of complexity up from VRDoTube, which is what I was using. And, as software goes, it's like not very good, to be blunt. Like, it's usable, don't get me wrong. There's a certain language to it that you learn and then you're off, but like, it's quite glitchy, but it's serving me alright so far. But I quite like it, even though it's not very good. But no, it layers... This is like not interesting minutia, but it's interesting to me as a script. It kind of layers images. It can layer multiple images, whereas the other one I was using was just one image that was switching back and forth depending on microphone input. But no, this one, no, this one's much funkier. Has eye tracking and lips and all that nonsense. And it really does make me feel like a brand new man. I don't mind telling you. But should we get to the bloody intro of this whole shebang? I think we bloody should. Well, when I say eye track, and perhaps I'm overstating eye tracking. You can register a bit as eyes, and then that will follow your mouse cursor. So it's like several orders of magnitude less impressive than actual eye tracking, but you know what, I like it nonetheless. Oh, but shall we get the bloody hell on with this? I think we should. I think you should. Are you ready for the introductory video that I spent an inordinate amount of time on? Well, if you're not, you're fucked. Let's bloody go. Now, before we end, you might have noticed this package to the side of me. It was sent in by what I presume to be a fan. I've been eager to open it all stream, and I think it's about time we get around to it before we end. So let's just crack it open here. Wonder what's inside.
AlastairFT has been violently exploded.
This represents a low point in the history of streaming.
Who will
Stargate. Well, there is one solution.
you need the project? No, it is too risky, it is unethical, it may be cringe.
We have no choice, and you know it. We cannot let the haters win.
Very well, I will speak to the Grand Council. Again, I spoke to the Grand Council, and they said alright.
Cool.
So is this new model a sexy anime girl, or a furry of some kind?
No, it is the same as the old one, but now is smooth and it is a higher resolution.
What the fuck?
Ta-da! How about that? Oh, I did have a minor panic attack actually last night. When I was rendering out that video. See, well, I noticed it was in the frame rate I didn't really want, so I put it in another timeline and tried to render it out, and it wouldn't do it. It just outright refused, and I have, as of right now, no idea why. And that got me panicking, and I had to come up with various bodge jobs of just directly streaming DaVinci Resolve or things such as that. And then I figured, actually, why don't I just render it out in like the frame rate I didn't want and that no one actually cares about other than myself? And sure enough, it exported fine. But even though you did just watch a video in Satan's own frame rate, 29.97, I think it turned out pretty fine. I'm the only one that cares about that kind of thing anyway, so that's okay. Hey, Starbreak! Oh, you know what? We got to play it again. You know what? Starbreak has just raided. You know what? We got to play it again. We got to play it again for the people who've just joined us. Hello, Starbreak. Hello, fellow raiders. I hope you're very well. I'm AlastairFT. This is my new model. Let's watch the origin of it once more again.
Now, before we end, you might have noticed this package to the side of me. It was sent in by what I presume to be a fan. I've been eager to open it all stream, and I think it's about time we get around to it before we end. So let's just crack it open here. Wonder what's inside.
AlastairFT has been violently exploded.
This represents a low point in the history of streaming.
Who will
Starbreak. Well, there is one solution.
You need the project. No, it is too risky. It is difficult. It may be cringe.
We have no choice, and you know it. We cannot let the haters win.
Very well, I will speak to the Grand Council. Okay, I spoke to the Grand Council, and they said alright.
Cool.
So is this new model a sexy anime girl, or a furry of some kind?
No, it is the same as the old one, but now is smooth and it is a higher resolution.
What the fuck?
Now, if you would, find me the one other VTube, PNG tube or whatever. Find me the one other that makes their debut video a Metal Gear 2 tribute. Metal Gear 2 on the MSX from 1990. One of the 2 Metal Gear games no one actually knows exists. Because everyone thinks the franchise started with Solid. Oh, but no, actually, funny story about that that model. The CG model. I made it months ago at this point, because I did have an ambition. An ambition that was, in retrospect... Hey, Dovely. Oh, it's always a pleasure to have you here. Oh, it's always a treat when Dovely shows up. But that intro video, it's going to be uploaded. I'm going to upload it to YouTube. Don't be surprised to see it on Twitch. You'll be seeing it 19 more times before this stream is through. But that 3D model in the video, speed of my lips, yes. They move quickly, and sometimes they're even the right shape. But that 3D model, I did have an ambition early on that my new model would be completely 3D, and there would be, you know, tracking and all sorts. And I thought, you know what, I don't need to spend $700, $800, $1,000 on a professionally made 3D model. I'll make my own. And I did. And then I realized I have no idea what to do next. And God knows YouTube didn't help. One of the rare instances where it didn't. And so I figured, you know what, I've got the right idea with the whole 2D bouncing up and down thing. You know, I'm going to switch the eyes to the looking around ones. Hey, look at the eyes, they look around. And if they go at this angle, oh no, they go over my nose, but let's just ignore that. But yeah, so I kind of had this 3D model lying around I wasn't doing anything with. And I'm not quite sure when the idea of making it all like 70s, 80s computer interface wireframe thing came about, but I am glad I finally got to use that CG model for something. And it does stand as definitely the most intensive thing I've ever done in Blender, and probably the most intensive video I've ever edited. Important to source film? Yeah? Give it a go. No idea how to rig anything. But yeah, no, I can imagine me walking around VR chat with that model, even though I have like no VR headset nor interest in playing VR chat, but I could do it, and that's the important thing here. I could do it now. As for expressions with this model, I have 3 currently, because that's as many as I could be bothered to make for this stream. There will be more eventually. This is the normal one, looking around, and then there's the still variant of it. But this is one of the big new features. I can look around. I can act shifty. I can go, No one knows it was me. Like that. And but the other expression I've got, I can laugh. The joy. The hardest part of the debut, the actual debuting part of the debut is behind me, and we can laugh and be merry and joyous, and the world can be as one forever. What's the other one? It's this. Put all that goddamn effort into a fucking VTuber debut, did you? Sure. Sure. No, yeah, sure. Yeah. Sure. But those are the expressions I have currently. The good thing about this new bit of software is that, well, you can just mix and match, you know, mouth shapes and eyes and all sorts. I reckon I watch your debut like rednecks standing around a TV watching the suit. No higher compliment. And to heaven, no higher compliment. That's wonderful. Oh, that's wonderful. And yeah, I can just mix and match various bits. I did make a mugging face. For some reason, I didn't compile that one. I don't remember why. I think I ran out of patience. It's like, fuck it, I've got enough shit for this debut, in theory. But no, and aside from the eyes and the mouth, the other big thing about this new model, higher resolution. because I never intended to make my old model that lower resolution. I mean, it wasn't like, it didn't look like it came from like 1990 or anything like that, but it was always a lower resolution than I wanted. When you blew it up big, it didn't look so great. But this one, I forget what the exact resolution is. It's 2000 pixels by something else. So it's a nice big model. You can scale it up however you want, and it looks good, depending on your taste for my artwork. So I like that. Do excuse me, I've just had an entire bowl of Coke. What kind of Coke? I'll leave that up to you to decide. But no, yeah, and I have actually a variant of this model, which is for drawing. The same kind of thing that manages the eye tracking. I've used it to do a little hand that draws on a tablet. Now that one isn't debuting. That one isn't debuting today. It is debuting on Monday for my weekly art stream, and I like that model. I think most it's the same model. It's got like one extra bit though, and I like that model most of all. I think that one came together really nicely, and I think you're gonna like it as well. I think it's gonna make you feel like a brand new man. That's the theme of my streams from now on. It's the mesmeric sensation of digital rebirth. That's what you'll experience when you watch me. But I suppose you're wondering, what are we going to do with the rest of the stream? Because God knows I don't have enough talking points to sustain just kind of staring at the screen, or off to the side, or off to this side, or down a bit, or any other direction you can muster. Actually, I was thinking of doing like a PowerPoint presentation for this, but I figured, you know what? That's a bit much. Which is a weird thought considering the fucking CGI thing I made, but I thought, you know what, that PowerPoint, that would tip it over the border to being like fun self-indulgent, to being kind of just obnoxious self-indulgent, right? So I ended up not doing that, but there is, you know, I do remember one bit of the PowerPoint I was starting on, and that was like, I was going to do a special thanks section. And I figure I can still do that. I can get mushy and appreciative for a moment. Do I have a face for that? No, I don't have a face. I can judge you. I can judge you as I thank. Yeah, let's balance things out. Yeah, I'll be a cynic as I say thank you. I suppose the thanks most of all probably go to Starbreak in this instance. Because like genuinely, like this whole thing kind of came about because you know, he rated me one day, as oft he does, for which I'm eternally grateful. And I just mentioned, you know, I'm kind of aiming for affiliate now. I'm over 50 followers. I'm aiming for affiliate, so, you know, lurk around, you know, and or, you know, join in chat, whatever, but up to you. And Starbreak, basically without missing a beat, goes to his server, of which I frequent, and he was just like, all right, boys, this is our project now. This is what we're doing. We're getting this guy to affiliate. Apropos of nothing, again. And sure enough, within a month, that bloody did it. So yeah, I really do owe whatever meager success I have found. I owe overwhelmingly to him. So thank you for that, and I suppose just an extended thank you to everyone else as well, to Room and PC Engine and Dovely and everyone else that's shown up today for figuring it was worth it. But enough of the mushy bullshit. Is that a swear word? No one else says swear words in their debuts. But anyway, as for the topic I was talking about before I got diverted into PowerPoints and thanking people and what the bloody hell ever. What are we doing with the west of the stream? We're hunting rabbits. No, we're gonna watch a film. Oh, we're gonna watch a film. I thought yes, indeed, a film. We're gonna watch. We're gonna go to the cinema and we're gonna watch that new Fast and Furious 10 film that just came out. I'm gonna stream it live on Twitch. There's not gonna be any issues with that. You know what I am going to do first? You know what I'm going to do first? I think I'm going to go to the toilet, because I didn't do that before stream started, which was very smart of me. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to nip over to the cinema. I have a cinema in my streaming emporium. And we're going to watch Fast and the Furious 10, Vin Diesel's Character Strikes Back, or whatever the bloody hell this one is called. So I'm going to piss on stream. That's the plan. That's the plan. You know, while I'm in the toilet, actually... No, that would be overly self-indulgent to play the fucking video again, wouldn't it? Let's, I'm going to text... add text, BLB. Oh, look at that. That makes a nice contrast with the resolution, doesn't it? You've got my nice new high-res model, and you've got this hideously pixely thing. I will be right back, and then we're going to watch a bloody film. It's going to be so exciting. Okay, good news. Good news. The grave could not contain me, and by the grave I mean the bathroom. Excellent. Right. So how this is going to work? We're going to watch this film, and if you fancy joining in, commenting on the film, which, to clarify, is Fast and the Furious 10, which just came out, feel like commenting on the film with me, I'm going to be in my Discord server. I'm going to pop a link. Discord. Oh, there's a moment of tension when you think it's not going to work, then it does. Oh, and you can comment on the film with me. It'll be streaming in the Discord as well, and it'll be a bloody nice time. What the hell is Mystery Science Theatre 3000? I don't know, but I can look at chat. And why do I have BRB still? There we go. My eye kind of goes over my nose there. That is what it is. But actually, can I do a double take? Yeah, I can. Look at that. I need like a flabbergasted face for that, really. But anyway, so that's what's gonna happen here. Let's excuse me, Neon White soundtrack. Could you shut the fuck up for 1 second? Thank you. Right, so bloody so I'm going to in Discord. If you don't have access to the big Gabagoo room, hop in the waiting room, if you are so inclined, I should clarify, and then we will I can drag you in. What button? What am I doing with my life? Oh yeah, share my screen. And we press this button and go live. So technically I'm doing 2 streams at once now. Thank God I have a pretty good computer. Anyway, now we're going to switch to the cinema. All right. You see his chat? There it is. I see it. It's there. Cinema. All right. I'll just and oh, it's so dark in my cinema that I own. It's so damn dark. Where is anything in my cinema? All right, here we go. There we are. Well, thank you for the look. Thank you for the look. That's very good of you. I don't know why it says Death Run at the top. Maybe that's the subtitle of this new Fast and Furious film. I don't know. But we'll have to see, won't we? How's the audio? That might be a little loud. No, that was only like 2 seconds of nudity. Not even that. Okay, that's some more nudity, but it's upside down, so it's fine. That's both Twitch. Twitch terms and conditions, I think. If the nudity is upside down, there's no issue. But let me know if the video is and audio is good. This is a weird way to start a Fast and Furious film, but then again, they have been getting it's a bit loud? Oh heavens. I like this like Sega Mega Drive soundtrack.
Come on, Mum. Don't cry.
When the batteries fail, there is an automatic regeneration process. You'll have 1 hour to evacuate before final shutdown.
Is this Vin Diesel's character?
For the future. In a different world, I would ask God to protect you both, or tell you how pleased I was that you would make a life together. Maybe even give me the pleasure of grandchildren. But in this world now, I can only wish you luck.
This soundtrack is banging. Someone played this at their wedding. Boo ba boo. So is it the post-apocalypse, or are they going on a camping holiday? In this new Fast and Furious film, which is definitely what this is. Are we fast or Furious? Well, we're quite somber and kind of mincing along.
Hello?
I think Speed or Fury are to follow.
Say something, Paul. Speak to me. I'm scared.
I don't know what to say.
Are we alone?
I don't know.
I already love this guy. I don't know.
About 25 years. And we're alive.
I don't know.
Look, Paul.
It's from my mother.
My name is Dr. Eileen Saunders. I work at the National Scientific Research Centre. I have been experimenting with new forms of suspended animation connected with our space program. If If you are not familiar with the history of our planet, a nuclear war of devastating proportions is now destroying our civilization. Using the facilities
Yet
here,
it's
I
fairly
have risked
lush,
the lives of
all
my
things
father
considered.
and his girlfriend.
You know, considering
I
the
suspended
nuclear
them for as long
apocalypse,
as will prove
looks
prudent.
quite pleasant
For
outside.
as man is so intent on destroying life, there is hope of a new generation in the future world. I pray that Paul and Jenny survive, and it is you who are now reading this letter. If so, my love to you, and I hope the world you find is a better place.
Well, I'm surprised this new Fast and Furious film is as downbeat as it is, to be honest. I didn't think it would start with a nuclear war and a suicide, but well, I think that's why these movies keep being popular, is because they keep surprising the audience, you know? Oh, jeez. Oh, good lord. I don't think he was... That wasn't... I assure you he was wearing underpants. Goodness. Thankfully, I don't think I'm at a level of fame where Twitch will really do anything about this.
Who's this little prickly? He's clean. Yeah, like a newborn baby. How's he survived out here?
If he is, in fact, sans underpants, I think the video quality is probably too low for that to matter much. Again, this stream... Wing and a prayer. Leave her alone! Oh no, this is fine in Twitch terms of service. They don't care about this. This is fine. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to make that a channel point redeem. Go, Coca-Cola! Alright, so in the grim darkness of the post-apocalypse, Coca-Cola is deified, and I guess trousers are at a premium. Being chased at 2 miles an hour there. I guess that's pretty fast when you don't have, like, anything but a shirt. So. What did you miss? Some punks deified some Coca-Cola, and they're being I don't. Their underpants situation is unclear thus far. This is a very sixth form apocalypse, I feel.
Don't waste that fucking petrol. Get in
That's
the
just
car.
good advice.
Now.
Oh no, it's mutants. They look like they're halfway to becoming like getting turned into vegetables in Troll 2, but no, they're mutants. Don't worry. They're wrong'uns. Through and through, they ain't nothing but a pair of wrong'uns.
That's my turn.
I don't know why the arrows made sci-fi noises like that, but I'm not saying no. And society seems very intact considering there was a nuclear war 25 years earlier. I mean, the mutants, you know, notwithstanding, things seem like it could have gone worse. I don't know. You can just tell there was no costuming department in this film. They all provided their own badass post-apocalypse outfits.
Look what we call. You better be parents. Leave her alone.
The Essex accents, they're so broad, I love them. Oh, thank God he's wearing underwear. Oh, don't turn around, please don't turn around. Oh, for the love of my channel, please don't turn around. Don't turn around, don't do it. That makes it worse, don't say that.
What's your name?
Jenny!
Welcome to hell, Jenny. What's going to happen to me?
Where's Paul?
They killed him. He's alive.
Am I about to say a titty? Hopefully not. As I recall, there's like maybe one titty at the very end of this film. It's in a fairly sterile context though, so I figure as long as no one dobs me in on my debut of all days, I figure I'll be fine.
It's alright. You can eat it.
Maybe.
It's clean. Jenny sends her love.
Clarify, this film is Fast and the Furious 10.
What are you gonna do, sir? What?
They've just gone in a weird direction. Oh wow, he's got a really dirty arse. You should get that checked. I don't know. That's the thing with, like, in the post-apocalypse, everything's always so dirty, but truth be told, I feel like you'd just, like, sweep the dirt out of the way. I don't think the post-apocalypse would be as dirty as everyone portrays it. Just because the bombs went off doesn't mean the brooms would go up in flames, you know? They're helping someone remember the name of the second Dune book.
What do you want from me now?
more do you demand from me? Or have you brought me a gift?
Yeah, we've had one car so far. There was a motorbike as well. I feel like, you know, Vin Diesel's gonna get his, like, Dodge Charger out of the garage at any moment. And, like, go on about his family.
We found this Messiah. She's clean.
I like her.
That's a hell of a mullet right there. That guy knows what he's doing. Or at least he did in 1987.
I like her very much.
Are you alright?
He put his trousers back on. That if nothing else.
I think so. Where's Jenny? Is she okay?
Yes, she's with the Messiah.
Who?
You don't know?
No. Should I?
You've never heard of the Messiah?
It's so windy on set.
Yeah.
She's constantly swiping her hair out of her face.
That was in the old world. Where have you been?
We've needed to lay down a track of wind just to, like,
Suspended in time till just a few days ago.
Oh shit.
just
You should
explain
never have woken up.
why her hair's blowing around so much.
No, please. What's gonna happen to us?
You're for the run. What's the... And if you can get away from here before then, do. I'll try to help you. Bring you weapons.
A gun?
There aren't any bullets. They were all used years ago.
What is the run?
Shh.
We didn't think to make more, apparently. Good face. I like it. Yeah, if she doesn't hold down her hair properly, she will achieve takeoff, and that's just...
She's alright.
She's alright.
For a girl.
Yeah.
Get out.
That's is that our queer rep for this film? I don't know.
You're as rare as a virgin, my child. Do you know that? Drink it.
I don't know if Paul Walker's back in this one, if they digitally resurrected him for this new Fast and Furious film. Again, Twitch, I don't advocate the use of doobies or tobacco cigarettes, but
Where have you been to remain so intact? Wastelands breed mutations.
the entire film is shot through that mirror. Or a mirror, the magnifying glass.
Did you come to the city alone?
No.
Oh, you do speak. Now answer me or I'll have your tongue removed. Who did you come with?
How will she answer questions then?
Friend. My boyfriend.
Boyfriend? How quaint. And is your boyfriend clean also?
I don't know what you mean.
Clean? You must know if he is. Clean. He's not mutated by contamination.
Oh, they had this magnifying glass
Those nasty
for one day and they had to get every penny out of it.
As you are clean,
Also,
my child.
is he in a dressing gown?
Don't be alarmed. This is a genetic
Some kind of kimono, maybe?
I am also clean.
What? Oh, fucking hell. Oh, okay, that's fine. I have watched this film before. Again, this film is Fast and the Furious 10. And even though I know there like aren't any like gratuitous boobs in it, it's still like putting me on edge.
Now, kiss me. Yeah.
I mean, that's a kissable face if I ever saw one. Kiss me at the back of my jaw.
What are you going to do to me?
I won't hurt you.
What the heck is going on? I mean, you know, these Fast and Furious films, they've never been renowned for their kind of complex plotting, have they?
Now kiss my hand.
I thought he was going to say kiss my ass.
Kiss it, you bitch.
Oh, that's not necessary.
Now we can stop playing games.
Oh. Oh dear. Oh heavens. Oh no. Oh no. Don't do that. That's... Meanwhile, or possibly the next day, or... It's not clear.
Who are you? Why are you in here? I've got to escape. I'm for the run. What is it? What does it mean?
Say again.
I was told I was for the run.
You don't know, do you?
I don't know anything. I really don't know anything.
Really don't know anything.
They took
God,
Jenny.
Vin Diesel's character's really taken on a different bent for this
So
new
you
one.
want to escape?
I don't know anything. I just don't know.
There's a girl who brings food. She said she'd help.
First lesson. Don't trust anyone, right?
I've spoken to Paul. He's safe.
Why are you kind to me? No one else is. What do you want?
I want to help. I know
He's hoarding the last known samples of hairspray.
He's not the Messiah. He's the devil.
It's said he's not like other men. Before the Holocaust, he was kept locked away from the rest of the world. Hidden away somewhere. No one knew then he even existed. But he survived. And like the scum he is, rose to the surface. Now he's the leader of this sick society. He united every rotten thing in this new world.
Yeah, this whole film, it's like a sixth form got together to put on their own like Mad Max rip-off. And they went to the head of year and went, Mr. Richmond, can you play our kind of Nazi Dictator,
It's okay.
please.
He wants to help.
Need you for a rape
I know
scene.
you. You were here before.
Yeah.
You survived the run.
Yeah.
The only man who ever has.
Where are they in proximity? Oh, I guess she's like on the other side of the bars, but the 180 line is just being
You said you'd get weapons.
completely
I'll come with you.
disregarded.
I'll hide the weapons then. Pretend to capture me. Cause some sort of disturbance.
Okay.
What about Jenny?
Don't worry. I know what I'm doing.
Second lesson. If the tart of your dreams offers to save your life, forget about the first lesson.
You can tell the person that wrote that line was like, "Oh, this is a banger. This is a banger right here. I've nailed it."
Good for you.
How could you be good for me?
Isn't it obvious?
Get off! Did someone catch something off of you?
It's an empowering film, really.
You've only got a few fucking diseases. You know what you're missing.
Prepare the run for tomorrow.
Yeah, no, she trained with. I think I read behind the scenes. She trained with like Jackie Chan and like Bruce Lee, even though he's long dead. For this new Fast and Furious film.
And the girl?
I'll have her again tonight. She may also die.
Yeah, that's Jackie Chan's. His black stockings and panties. That's his famous attire. You could forget all those classic films, you know, Drunken Master and Police Story, where he wore black stockings and panties for the whole film. This is the worst throw I've ever seen. I love it. 10 out of 10. Oh. Okay, that was good editing. Good job. We don't need to see what happens in the film. I wonder who on the crew's band this was. And just like, oh, we'll just take their music, we'll put it in the film, we don't have to pay for it. It'll make him feel better about his terrible band. It's like the softest punch I've ever seen. Maybe he's just that strong that he doesn't need to put like any strength into his punch for knockout Vin Diesel.
Kill him!
Ooh, a nipple.
I can't. I've never killed anyone before.
Oh, they made Vin Diesel really soft in this new film.
Use this next time, understand? Or you'll be bloody dead.
Come on, we haven't got long. Get a car. I'll get Jenny from the Harvey. The alarm's raised. We're on our own.
Get it?
Okay. I admire a film where the main character feels like he's constantly about to burst into tears. That makes for a really compelling lead character, I feel. Funny how women's clothing seems much more susceptible to nuclear radiation than does men's clothing. I think they did a scientific, some scientific research about that and published it in one of the big scientific journals. Yeah, in the event of a nuclear war, they were able to prove that women's clothing would become orders of magnitude skimpier.
Where are you going?
Kalahari.
Why rush, Barbara? It is Barbara, is it not?
Yes.
Don't be nervous. It's such a strain for me, you know. I rule Junk City. But when I walk among my subjects, they hide from me. You're not afraid of me, are you?
I am. You are the Messiah. We live in awe of you, Messiah.
You were seen talking to the prisoners. Why would they interest you, Barbara?
They don't. They wanted more food, that's all. I didn't think you would want them to starve. You would want them fit for the run.
Find out how they are. Give them more food they want. If you are lying, you will be food for the mutants.
See the thing about the post-apocalypse. No one would at any point make any effort to rebuild anything.
Go on. Kill him. Get in the back and keep your head down. It's always worse the first time.
I think they've recast him, but I think that's Paul Walker's character, actually, yeah. Well, that's how you can tell this film was made by late teenagers / early 20-year-olds. It's like, yeah, I'll hold on to the side of the car for absolutely no financial benefit. Okay, in this scene, you're going to jump into the back of a moving car. No, you can't take your thigh-high boots off. Well, they're not really thigh-highs, are they? They're I mean, they're unsuitable for running in. But still. Also, I love that the car is going 2 miles an hour. Because they couldn't keep control of the camera if they went any faster. Oh no, he's letting in the wrong uns. Don't let the wrong uns in. Mutants, or do they just have bandages wrapped around them? Who wrapped the bandages around them? Is there a bandage convention going on when they mutated? Oh, why is the video? Oh, there we go. My cinema can do that sometimes. The video skips. Death Run? I mean, Fast and the Furious 10. What that was all about. Needed persuading to keep existing. I don't know. More power to it. To be honest, if I was a Fast and Furious film, I'd think about destroying myself.
Well, that's it. From now on we walk. Is she alright?
I'm okay. She's not. She'll die if she loses any more blood.
Just say that aloud.
Dead if we don't get off this road. We'll have to carry her. Come on. We'll find shelter.
You cretinous worm.
Oh, that's nice. Right, list of things that Twitch doesn't like showing. Things not to show in your debut.
I'll rip you apart if you don't.
Well, look at it this way. Name one other VTuber whose debut featured the sleaziest movie ever made.
Who are you?
That's not the sleaziest movie ever made. This isn't a Serbian film. This is Fast and Furious 10.
The Messiah?
No.
Are you rebels?
You could say that.
She needs help. There's a rebel camp not far from here. Come with me. They can help you.
How?
This wound's not going to heal
Brian, do you
by
know how to do
itself.
film makeup? Oh, I can smear some dirt on the actor's cheeks. Will that do? Yeah, that's fine.
Come on then.
She's so well permed, considering society collapsed 25 years early.
You go ahead. I'll fetch water to bathe the wound.
And again, society looks quite nice considering the bombs fell. Quite lush.
She needs rest. We should leave her to sleep. Will she be all right? Don't worry. She'll be all right. Thank you. Give us a few minutes, please.
I'm sorry, Paul.
Why? You'll soon be better.
Let me die.
And leave me here alone.
Oh, the best track.
I love you, Jenny.
Don't
even think of dying. You'll be safe here. I'll go and tell the others. You'll be better soon. But first you must get some sleep.
Ooh, a swan. Again, swans are doing fine.
Thanks.
What for?
Well, helping. Being around at the right time. You're a tough lady. I like that.
I'm not so tough.
See, this is a feminist film, when you get down to it.
How do you do?
And you? What's your name?
I don't have a name. Well, I can't remember what I was called. And I've never been around anyone long enough to be given a name.
You don't realise how famous you are.
Famous?
When you survived the run, you were called a hero. You beat the system. You escaped from the Messiah.
It's like the writers, and I assume that the writers were the same people as the director and whoever else. Nice bit of clock blocking there. It's like they decided, like, 20 pages into their script, actually, you know what, I prefer these two as the main characters.
On the road? We're in hiding here. That will lead them straight to us.
We never thought. Sorry.
I'll go back and move it.
I'll come with you.
It could be dangerous. You'll be safer here.
See you later. Where did we leave off?
Here.
Haven't you found them yet?
No.
Well, they won't get far, will they? Will they?
No.
Get out.
It's sugar-free.
Well, in that
Stay
case...
with me tonight, Sly. I've been so bored.
See, like I keep saying, this is an inclusive, you know, LGBT, you know, feminist film.
She needs the rest.
It's empowering.
What weapons do you have?
A few knives.
This film being Fast and Furious 10, of course.
About you?
Yes.
So he'll be looking for you.
We should move on tomorrow.
Will Jenny be strong enough?
She should be.
Don't worry.
That looks like a good lot of vegetables, considering, again, it's the post-apocalypse. I feel like they're eating okay. I mean, you've already guessed the twist from here, I'm presuming.
Jenny.
I wonder why her head's turned into a paper mache. Oh no. She's been cannibalized.
They're cannibals!
But despite everything, you can tell they were having fun making this film. Oh, jeez. Again, Twitch, not going to be happy about that.
Like you, I was escaping from the Messiah. I'd been in the harem, but because I was pregnant, they thought I'd make a good decoy. I was their prisoner. Please believe me.
Go on.
The Messiah has traps like this everywhere. This was as far as I got. I had to keep my baby.
Let's get out of here.
I feel like we're seeing a greater emotional range to Vin Diesel's character than in any other Fast and Furious movie, you know. He's really expanding his range as an actor, and I admire that.
Petrol for the car. But don't hurt my baby. I'm sorry.
Sorry. It was part of a plan to cannibalize your girlfriend. And I did feed her to you, but yeah. Sorry.
I found some petrol. I'm really sorry, Paul. I don't know what to say. Come on. Let's go back to the car. Okay?
Okay.
So yeah, the leading actress from the start of the film, yeah, she's just dead. Unceremoniously cannibalized.
She's dead. What was that?
Mutants!
You know what I want to see? Is the behind-the-scenes documentary for this film. Of course, no such thing exists. None of the B-roll of this film survived more than a week after the film came out, but I would love to see the story of them making this film. Yeah, I'll let you set the tip of my cape on fire for a moment. Oh, good, a rubber dummy. Excellent. Oh my god. Again, this is such a, like, okay, we've finished secondary school. We've got a month until, you know, we go off to university. I mean, this was in the 80s, so university wasn't as prevalent, but you know, this has such a vibe of, you know, it's summer, we're done with school permanently. Let's
Come on.
make absolute filth. Again, this is Fast and Furious 10.
Come on, what's the joke?
Nothing.
No, I was just saying it's funny to think you're going to be my mother-in-law.
Well, they're usually old dragons, aren't they?
Look at my son.
Oh, you don't mean that.
No, I love him, really.
And I love him too.
Paul, come on. We've got to leave.
Could have just cut to a piece of beef then. Just be really bleak about it.
She was right. kill the Messiah.
How can the three of us do that, Paul?
You know the run, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
First,
Oh, we get a training montage.
How to cheat. Play them at their own game. They'll taunt you and try to bring you down. But surprise will be on our side. When you are prepared for this, allow yourself to be captured and leave the rest to us.
Yeah, I'll give this film this. This is more of like a character arc than the last, like, at least the last 5 Marvel movies. As like he was like weak and not prepared for the post-apocalypse, and now he's learning to, you know, punch things in the least impressive physique I've maybe ever seen. But that's neither here nor there. He's giving it a go, and he's doing slightly unimpressive flips. But again, they're giving it a go. Also, where did you get a new shirt from? That's what I want to know.
We found a little fucker.
Is he being carried? Oh, that's great. Of that training montage, and then you immediately show him getting carried like an infant, having a tantrum. That's great.
I don't know about them. Where are they?
Dead! They're all dead, you bastard!
Oh, dead, you bastard!
What an amusing fool you are. I've been so bored recently. There's been an absence of excitement. Tomorrow we shall enjoy the run. Keep angry, little boy. It might increase my pleasure.
I'm not afraid, not anymore. Look at you, you're all cowards. You hate him, but you're just afraid to do anything.
Oh, see, this just supports my sixth form fuck-about theory.
This was when it was possible to love someone. Just be happy.
You make me happy.
Whoa!
Our plan works.
Casanova.
We survive tomorrow.
You make me happy.
Maybe soon, things will change for everyone.
The thing is, the Messiah doesn't seem to have that great a reach. His compound is like a shack somewhere, and he's got like 20 people under his thrall, also a Wooga, but that's beside the point.
No way.
I feel like you could just like go to the next town over, and then the Messiah wouldn't really be a problem.
If we die, at least we tried to do something.
You're the best thing that's ever happened.
Oh, hey, Ivorus. Welcome to my re-debut. You're watching a film. This is the Fast and the Furious 10.
Never think about it.
Oh, this is not the most flagrant terms of service violation that this film has committed, I assure you, Ivorus. Also, how are you, Ivorus? Hope you're doing well, as can be. Okay, well, I admit that's getting a bit racy, but, also, I like that they're playing the Sega Mega Drive music, like, overlapping.
I feel guilty. I'm sorry. Please understand, that's what I want. Not the life I've had.
I love you.
Basically, to summarise this film, Ivorus, this is what happens when like people right out of secondary school or high school decide they can make a Mad Max movie. Yeah, this is very much a we have Mad Max at home situation. But oh well, VHS skip that. Basically, they're planning to overthrow like the evil dictator of the post-apocalypse by doing an obstacle course. It's not clear how that'll help, but more power to them. Also sounds a bit like Mr. Sandman. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Mr. Death Run. Run me a death.
Welcome to the
Again, this is a pretty pleasant looking post-apocalypse. Like, it's lush fields and it's a sunny day. Bit windy, but oh, is he being electrocuted? Or he lifted a log a bit earlier. He can withstand violent electrocution. Turns out it's no problem. Oh. There we go. Oh. I like that you can see the VHS quality like deteriorate basically in real time. See, character arc. He's violently hacking at some kind of rubber dummy. That counts as a character growth. Hey, don't worry, if this particular motion picture isn't quite your cup of tea, and I don't know why it wouldn't be, this is a masterpiece, I'll play my own one once more at the end of this stream. It'll blow your mind. Oh my god, what did you do to this VHS tape? My god. This is actually footage of the Snake Eater remake they just announced.
Go on!
You know what to do. Good luck.
Yeah, this bloke, it's like if Rambo worked in a pub.
Run, you bastard!
Well, that helmet and that hair, they're not going to be backwards compatible, I'm sorry. That's the most fantastical thing in this film. Listen to me, legion of 80s women
Slowly being killed
who
off
had
by
to
that
do your own
thing.
hair and makeup.
Trapped
'Cause this film doesn't have no budget.
Terrified of being attacked outside by the disease-ridden morons that surround you. I have weapons for you. Arm yourselves now. Follow me, and there's hope of freedom and a new life outside of this place.
They're just like, yeah, okay. Don't got anything better to do, if I'm honest. We will need to stop and respray our hair at some point, however.
Don't kill me! For fuck's sake, somebody help me! Find him!
I'd love to go on a walking tour of filming locations for this film, which, again, keep iterating it, but I do have to stress this is Fast and the Furious 10. I feel like I could do a documentary. It's like, this is where they filmed the famous man getting crushed by leaves scene. Yeah, when you're as into like sleazy like Z movies as much as I am, you become numb to what an absolute drug trip all these films are. You know, if you're new to the realm of like so bad it's good movies, you want like a The Room or a Troll 2. And it's when you start getting to the heavier stuff, when you start like injecting stuff into your arm, that's when you watch your well, again, this is Fast and the Furious 10, but it's also known as Death Run. It's when you watch the shit like this. Also, the person that uploaded this film, this is weird, Death Run, end of the world coronavirus movie. I feel like that's not entirely what the film is about. I don't know. I don't feel this is particularly indicative of the coronavirus era, but what do I know, right? Actually, an alright special effect there. Him kind of impaled on the log. You've got to find positives where you can in this film. So that is a really long bit of rope. if it can stretch. Well, I guess it's like metal cable or whatever, but regardless, very long, and I feel like it would get snapped fairly easily. But I'm sure this film had a plot at some point, like a thin plot, but it did have one, as I vaguely recall. Yeah, I feel like you could just pan to the left a little bit and you'd see like a group of picnickers just having a generally nice day. See, he's a badass action hero now. He's saying things like, right between the fucking eyes. Oh, she's not having a good time with it. Yeah, this film I think is best enjoyed when you've just downed a pint of NyQuil.
What are you doing? Help me!
Again, I keep emphasising this. This is an empowering feminist film.
I saved you from oblivion!
Free the world. The nights I had to spend with you. And me. And me.
I still live.
Somehow he does. I don't know how. He's been stabbed 19 times with spears, but
This is for Jenny.
he didn't kill Jenny. Paul Scott Jenny very unceremoniously off screen, but that's neither here nor there. Oh, fucking.
We must leave here. Now the killing will stop. We can start a new life. We'll grow crops, build houses, use the knowledge of the old world for good. The evil is dead.
Is there a boob coming up? There might be a boob coming. Oh no, that's a good decapitation prop. I love it. Is there a boob coming up? There might be a boob coming up. I might have to.
Would you like to join us?
Yes. And my son.
All are welcome.
My finger is on the hide the video button.
Thank you. He needs feeding.
Really, I should have had the foresight to make a little sensor bar and memorise where the boob was. Yeah. No one tuned into my stream for intense competence. Gonna show a boob. It's just breastfeeding, there's nothing wrong with that. That's a boob, okay. Okay, the boob's gone. Oh no, the mutant hand. What a twist. Rob Bartlett, I wonder which call centre he works in these days. I will see you very soon, Starbreak. Thank you for attending. I hope you enjoyed Fast and Furious 10. Oh, my head is covering up that man's last name. I'm sorry, Messiah. Oh, but the word gay is appearing next to my head, so hey, that's empowering. Where's OBS? Oh, there it is. A film by Michael J. Murphy. Well, good for Michael J. Murphy. Well, I don't know about you, but I found that film empowering and deeply rooted in, you know, feminism, first wave feminism, and it's reaffirmed my worldview. I feel like a better man for having seen The Fast and the Furious Part 10 Death Run. Let's switch back to debut. Do that. Oh my god, I've been immersed in blackness. The darkness has overtaken me. What will cure me of this ill? I'll tell you what, I'll turn the brightness up. There we go. Whoa, wow, there we go. Go to 0, you toll. There we go. What happens if I fiddle with contrast? I look more contrasty. Could have told you that one. Anyway. But I'm often to find more B-movie filth, preferably slightly less grimy. But you know, I feel like there's going to be a pretty good place to end, coming up on 2 hours. I feel like I accomplished all my goals with this little debut of mine. That's the thing about Fast and Furious, you know, you got the first few, they're about street racing, and then the next few, they're more like sleazy post-apocalypse movies, really, when you think about it. Have you? Of course, I've heard of Neil Breen. Who hasn't? I'd love to put a Neil Breen movie on, but he's quite litigious and precious about his films, so that would get my Twitch channel actually killed. All the B-movie sleaze I've watched, no problems there. Once one of my VODs got blocked in Italy because I watched because of a film I watched. But other than that, but no, a Neil Breen movie. As much as I would love to watch a Neil Breen movie, that would almost certainly spell the end of my Twitch channel, or at least, you know, probably get the VOD taken or muted. That would, I think, be more likely. Where's Neon White? Where's the Neon White music again? Return to life, Neon White. Oh, I like the Neon White soundtrack. I don't remember this bit of soundtrack in Neon White, though. I actually 100%ed Neon White a couple months ago. Weeks ago. 100%ed Neon White at some point in the not-too-distant past. It's a rock-solid game, but the 100% ending kind of lame. If I'm honest. Like, I don't know, it's very, like, you forgive the worst man in the world for no apparent reason. A little unsatisfying, if I'm honest. I do like that my eye goes over my nose. That's fun. But what's your parlor trick? Oh, I can do this, that, and the other, but I'll tell you what I can do. I can put my eyes over my nose. Ah! 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 Oh, I like that, though. Now, I said it would debut on Monday. I do kind of want to show off my my stream, my drawing thing, though. You know what, I might do it. Just kind of round out the stream to a nice even 2 hours. Not even to draw anything, I just want to kind of show off the little drawing model. This can be an advanced preview for the true believers that have stuck around. So let's switch over to start. Wait, which one is it? Drawing! There we go. And I'm very big. That's not it, I assure you. I assure you. We go this and into characters and what changes did I make? I don't remember. Come on. Loading my tablet. That sounds like something a Yorkshireman would say. There we go. Alright. So now, look at this! Look at this! Look at this! I don't have... Where's the drawing? There it is. Are you gonna work now? You are! What the fuck? Why isn't it working? You're gonna behave now? You're gonna do as I ask, or... There we go, yeah! Oh, it's doing the thing though, with that said. It's kind of doing... When you switch back, like I say... I like Honk even though it's kind of a piece of shit. Then you can see like the outline is kind of delayed. That usually doesn't happen when you freshly open the program, but isn't that great? Like I say, I really like this one. And, like the eyes kind of follow the pen a bit. Like I say, I think if I do say so myself, I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty good. And I've got all the... Oh, I can look at the camera, I can look at that, I can laugh! Joy! Be with us on this drawing occasion. And I'm sorry, you want me to draw what? Yeah, okay. But look at this, I can like... Oh, that's something I hadn't noticed. The text is going over the top of my head. That's fun. This new model, I think, is bigger on the screen than the old one. That's fine. Maybe I should put the text box. You are in my hair. I was wondering where you were, and you are there. But this is something fun you can do. You can like draw a bit and like look at the subject. I'm drawing a bit, and then I look at the subject, study them intensely. Look at the tablet. Did I get that detail right? Let me check. Yeah, that's about right. But I know there must be some asset you can get on for live 2D. I know a couple of like big art streamers, not even necessarily big ones, just art streamers in general, have that thing that like their arm is like a big cursor. That looks really cool. To employ. I want to change my face. I do. Actually, a good thing about excuse me. The good thing about Honk, and this was true of ViadoTube as well, the old software I used, is that changing expressions supported like MIDI inputs and X inputs, so you could just do it with a controller or any other. Most devices you can think of, you could use them to change your expression. So I don't know, maybe at some point I'll get like a detachable numpad and I'll plug things into it. I don't know. I'm thinking aloud. But I think I have accomplished all my narrative goals for this stream, and I think now we will bid adieu to the Twitch realm. Shall we see if there's anyone worth raiding? Oh wow, there's really no one worth raiding. Like, usually there's at least one person where I think, should I bother raiding them? But no, there is literally no one online for me to raid right now, so I guess we're not raiding anyone. That's fine. But I do want to thank you for coming. I was, for some reason, a little apprehensive about this stream, even though it's not really, like, that intense, is it? I just play a video and then I talk for a bit and then watch a shit film. But I was a little apprehensive about this because I've been sitting on this new model for a while. Oh, have I got it right? Have I not got it right? But ultimately, you know, you have to be the cringe. Only you can be the cringe you want to see in the world, right? So, gotta get it done. But before we end, why don't we play the video one last time? And as I say, it'll find its way to YouTube and Twitter and probably other places besides. But for now, I want to thank you for coming. I want to invite you back. When's my next schedule? When's stream schedule? It's either... Oh yeah, it's Saturday. I might move that to Friday, because I might want to do things with Friday. Or maybe I'll keep it on Saturday. Although I know a lot of people are going to be away on Saturday. But I don't know. Or maybe I just want to fucking stream it all. That's something I do sometimes. I just go, fuck it, and I don't tell anyone. Because I'm really good at streaming. But yes, as it currently stands, I will be streaming on Saturday at 3 PM. We're going to be playing more Black Mesa. And I'll invite you then. So, long and short of it is, thank you for coming. Join me again next time. Follow all the socials below. Join the Discord. I'll pop it in the Discord. And long and the short of it is, thank you for coming, and goodbye. Goodbye. Hang on a minute, I said I was going to play the video again, didn't I? Oh yeah, I forgot to do that. Let's do that again.
Now, before we end, you might have noticed this package to the side of me. It was sent in by what I presume to be a fan. I've been eager to open it all stream, and I think it's about time we get round to it before we end. So let's just crack it open here. Wonder what's inside.
AlastairFT has been violently exploded.
This represents a low point in the history of streaming.
Who will
Starbrain. Well, there is one solution.
you need the project? No, it is too risky, it is difficult, it may be cringe.
We have no choice, and you know it. We cannot let the haters win.
Very well, I will speak to the Grand Council. Again, I spoke to the Grand Council, and they said alright.
Cool.
So is this new model a sexy anime girl, or a furry of some kind?
No, it is the same as the old one, but now is smooth and it is a higher resolution.
What the fuck?